Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be talking all about going blonde. So I am a blonde specialist and this is a hair channel, so it's definitely been a while since I've done a blonde dedicated video, so I definitely thought it was time. So as a blonde specialist, I constantly get asked, can anyone really be blonde, and would that actually work with my complexion, or my hair is way too dark, I could never be blonde, or my hair wouldn't even go that color. And the answer to that question is absolutely anyone can be blonde. So there are a few things that you need to know, and that's what this video is about. This video is not showing you step by step on how to become blonde. I definitely have plenty of videos on that. I will link them down below. This video is more to answer questions on like, well, is that really for me? And can my complexion support it? Or can my hair handle it? So that's what this video is about. It's something that gets asked all the time in the salon. Once someone knows what I do for a living, they ask as well. So I realized I didn't really have a video actually like targeting this subject. So the first thing, and probably the most obvious, is someone's complexion. I get I get Asian girls saying like, I can never be blonde. It just wouldn't look good against my skin. And I can't stress enough, it's not the color of your skin that depicts whether or not you can be blonde. All it's going to depict is what tone of blonde you are going to be. So if you are definitely a deeper kind of skin tone, most likely you are kind of warm skin tone, so a warm color on you would look great. But that can totally be a warm blonde. So the point is, as long as it fits your right like skin tone, it is definitely a go for all skin colors. I'll insert pictures here of different skin tones sporting blonde and how amazing it looks. Now the second thing, and this is the most important, this is kind of, as hairdressers, this is our job to kind of decide whether or not this is possible, but it has to do with your hair condition. This is the most major part on deciding whether or not you can be blonde, more than your skin tone, more than anything else. So say you are brunette and you are wanting to jump to blonde, so that means we have to lift quite a few levels to get you to that desired blonde. And in order to do that, it definitely is going to require more than one appointment. If you're a brunette going to blonde, typically it will take at least 3 appointments. Sometimes it can take 6 and sometimes it can take 10. And honestly, as a hairdresser, we can't just look at your hair the first day and know. You kind of have to go along with the hair, see how the hair is responding to bleach. It may respond well the first appointment. Second appointment may feel a little bit drier. So really your hair will tell us. So if your hair is healthy, it's easy. We just put you kind of on, a few sessions of blonding until you get to your desired blonde. Now, say if your hair is not healthy, say you can't even take the first appointment. What I suggest to clients is definitely get on a MONAT shampoo and conditioners and really do an intense hydrating oil. The MONAT Rejuvenique oil is absolutely the best hair serum that you can put on your hair to really heal it back to that state where we can finally get you blonde. And I've definitely done this with so many clients where the first appointment we really can't do anything to their hair other than maybe tone it, just because it is so dry and so damaged and brittle. So once they are on MONAT products for a couple of weeks, normally say 6 to 8 weeks later, I will see them again, and if their hair has improved, we can get on with the first appointment. And if this is the case, it just means that this process will take longer, meaning that we as hairdressers need to go a little bit slower, because otherwise you won't have any hair left. The other thing is like, what about celebrities? How does Kim Kardashian do it? How does Kylie Jenner do it? Most of the time, I would say maybe 70 to 80% of the time, those are wigs. And when it actually is their hair that's getting lightened, it's normally a very long process, and sometimes 12, 13 hours in a salon, and it's 3 to 4 blonding sessions in one day, which is extremely damaging to the hair. So really only if you're a celebrity where you're okay with kind of damaging your hair, because you can, have on-demand extensions and on-demand stylists that can make that damaged hair look amazing every day. So my point is, if you want to do it really fast, it would cost you double or triple in the long run. So when we as hairdressers say it's gonna take a while, like, please just be patient with us. But my point is, it's possible. And if anything, don't let blonde necessarily be your goal. Just know that like in a year I would like to be blonde, but I want to enjoy the steps getting there. So what I always tell clients too, when clients are like a year, that's like, oh my gosh, a year of bad hair. And no, please don't think that you're gonna be walking around with brassy orange hair for a year until it becomes blonde. There's something about that kind of really gradually, slowly getting lighter that I personally think looks really beautiful. I think Khloe Kardashian is the absolute most perfect example. At no point did her color look bad, but she was definitely transitioning to a bright blonde. And that's what you need to keep in mind. And she definitely didn't do it overnight. She definitely took her time and many, many blonding sessions, but she has absolutely gorgeous blonde hair now. And that's what I can't stress enough, is that when you are patient and when you do it the right way and when you don't damage your hair, you're not only left with blonde hair in the end, but you're left with shiny, healthy, strong blonde hair. And there's nothing more beautiful and blonde than healthy and shiny, because let's face it, no hair color is dry damaged hair pretty, but blonde is probably the least forgiving. In order to just have that just beautiful light bouncing shine, the hair just needs to be healthy, and there's no way around that. And now I know that there are lots and lots of toners for blondes, toning shampoos, but when it comes to brunettes, there's definitely not a lot on the market, especially for non-hairdressers. So normally when going through like a big transition from brunette to blonde, I would definitely suggest seeing a specialist. Obviously, I am the queen of DIY, and if there's anything that I feel you can do at home, that's obviously what this channel is for. But if you really want a really bright look in the end, at least for those kind of beginning stages, I would definitely recommend seeing a professional stylist, just because they can tone you correctly and you won't have that kind of weird in between kind of orangey brown color. And the sad part is that that's what scares so many clients away, or there's so many people that have tried it at home and just, saw that, didn't like it, covered it back up with, a box brown color, and, then forever in life decide that I can never be blonde. And in no way am I saying that blonde is the color to strive for and it's the color to have. Obviously, if you're here, you're probably interested in maybe going blonde, or you have some curiosity on it. So this is for those wanting to go blonde, obviously. So all in all complexions, as long as your hair is somewhat healthy and as long as you have the time and patience to go through several blonding sessions, you definitely have what it takes to go blonde. So for those of you that have always wanted to lighten your hair, maybe you don't want to be blonde, maybe you just want, a beautiful kind of caramel balayage like this, but say you've always kind of been afraid or just, thought it would never work for you, just know that it is possible. These are all answers to questions that, again, as a 17-year-old I had, and I wish I had a video like this to kind of lay it all out there for me. So if anyone watching is kind of going through that same kind of dilemma, or just wondering the same thing, I definitely hope that this has answered some of your questions. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.